In case y'all were wondering if we had big bears in Arkansas, that is one massive pile of bear shit. So yeah, we got them. Hi everybody. So, I'm getting ready to go out tomorrow to the public land and I found a neat app here. So here we go. So it's a free map app and you can do all these map building layers. So to show the slope angle shading, you put it on there and then like right here where I'm going hunting tomorrow, you see on the topo lines, you see how it gets orange right here where that little hand is? The more color is in there, the steeper it is. So it tells you, like if I was to park here on this trail and I was to get out of the truck and go down, there's a couple spots that I can go down that it's not quite as steep as the other spots. So I found this, a dude was using it on a video, and it's pretty cool. Let's go here. Oh, here it shows it. Like it shows you where the public lands are. It'll show me, I've got it on slope angle right now. Map builder overlay, contours, the motor vehicle history, or the stuff, information. Gives me all the different kinds of trails and what kind of trails they are and stuff in here. So like where it's green right there, no seasonal use restrictions, I can use it at any time. And these small dots are road, OHV's legal, US Forest Service, or unspecified BLM high clearance 4-wheel drive. Click out of this. So that tells me that this here is a trail with the green and the black dots I can drive on as long as I got a 4-wheel drive. You can get hybrid maps where it shows the satellite footage too. I prefer this way here, but they have these maps for the entire United States, folks. So this is cool. And it's just one more tool that I think that I can use in deer hunting. So I'm gonna give it a shot tomorrow. You've got a creek bottom here, a creek bottom coming through this way, and a creek bottom coming through the other way with 3 big ridges coming down. And they're all meeting in this spot that kind of resembles a spoke on a wheel or something. If this is your hub, then you've got all these spokes coming out. So I've been told, a lot of people say that the deer like using these creek beds when they're trying to travel rather than go over a mountain. They're kind of like us, they're lazy like that. So that's the plan tomorrow, and that's the spot. We're gonna see how it pans out. Okay, one more thing I just saw on here. You can actually get a wind plot weather forecast on here. So if I go to wind plot, so I turn this on, and it tells me, you know, this is a color code. So 10 miles an hour and below is going to be in green, 20 yellow, 30 orange, and so on. And I can go, like if it's 140 right now, I can say, okay, in 24 hours, what's the wind going to look like? And you come out here and it'll tell you. So that's the wind coming out of the northeast, looks like, at about 10 miles an hour. So I'm thinking a good spot to hang up in a tree, get out of the truck here, come down the ridge, go across here and set up maybe right here where the hand is. There's standing water over here, about where that hand is, according to the topo, not the topo map, the satellite map. Right here, if I set up where that hand is, I'm going to be right at the base of a very steep, almost cliff coming down off that ridge. The thermals will be going up as the day goes on, the temperatures rise. So even though the wind's coming in this way, thermals will be coming up a little bit. Hopefully my wind will not go north or west too much, but just kind of go over the top of this ridge and pick up and blow over the top of that creek. Now, I might get blown out down here in this funnel, but this funnel for sure should be okay, and this funnel here should be okay, and that's a big funnel. So we'll see. Anyway, I wanted to show you all that. That's another neat little tool that you can get on this CalTopo. And I have an app for my phone for it too. It's pretty cool, man. It has a lot of different layers. They show you where the public land is, sun exposure, fire history, fire activity. This is a pretty neat app. If you can't afford something like, you know, HuntWise or Onyx Maps or something like that, this is a pretty good resource, and right now it's free. I think you can upgrade and actually have to buy something, but just the free part is outstanding. So we're gonna see. Bye. Well, howdy, folks. It's me again, JB. I've got a little bit more light in the cabin tonight. I've got 3 candles over there, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 over here. The cabin ambiance is nearly complete. I'm gonna sleep here tonight and then hit the public land tomorrow and see what happens. It's gonna be warm. It's not gonna be the best day for hunting ever. I know that, and neither is Sunday, but a lot of times it just comes down to you can't kill them if you ain't in the woods. So while my chances might be better on a better weather day or a better wind day or during the rut or whatever, I'm still going to get out there. I am going to not, I repeat, not hunt the property until opening of muzzleloader next Saturday, just because I'm letting those deer just get comfortable down there and do their thing, you know. So I'm just going to let that go and see how it pays off. I think it'll pay off to sneak in there after a couple weeks of nothing really. They're starting to cruise around quite a bit right now. I saw 3 on the side of the road alive on the way here tonight to the cabin. So I'm going to eat my Sonic frozen confection, and I'm going to get some shut-eye. I love y'all. God is good. Don't ever forget that. Bye. Morning, everybody. So it is Saturday, the 9th or 10th or something of October. Still pretty much early season around here. And I had a pretty good night's sleep in the cabin. and I'm fixing to go down to the Ouachitas to find that spot. So I slept in a little bit. The sun's already coming up, and that's okay. That's kind of how I planned it. I don't like going into any area that's new to me when it's dark. So I want a little bit of light on the subject. So anyway, come along, and hopefully today the good Lord will give us a trophy on the ground. Love y'all. Bye. You can't very well go to the woods on an empty stomach, can you? I am at the McDonald's, Trevon. I like little towns like this. It reminds me of the town I grew up in. Somebody just said, "Hi, Willie." I like it. They're having some kind of little festival or farmer's market or something down there on the square, so that's fun. It's breakfast time. So for future reference, anytime a map service with the Forest Service suggests an off-highway vehicle 4-wheel drive only, that's exactly what they mean. This trail, this little 2-track, was actually pretty accessible about a third of the way, a third of the entire length of the trail. But there was finally a point where I had to back up and turn around. I would have been better served to actually have had a 4-wheeler or some kind of off-road vehicle. The bottom 2-track down the mountain from here was actually quite a bit better. And now that I know that, I might use that 2-track. But
definitely need a 4-wheeler.
just for future reference for myself and FYI for you. So. It was a nice trail, though. It really gives you a sense of being out there in the middle of nowhere. Ooh, a mud puddle. Here we go. Here we go. Got a little mud on tires, boys.
Just in case you're wondering, that's that new Teton Sports 3400 pack. And yes, I thoroughly enjoy carrying heavy things on my back. Not really, but it sounds good for some odd reason, so whatever. So I didn't get quite back as far as I wanted to go. This trail you see here is a pretty good trail. It's actually pretty accessible with Lucille with a truck, but up that way you definitely need like a 4-wheeler or some kind of recreational sports vehicle to get up there. So I could not get back to Pigeon Creek where I wanted to get, but according to the map, there's a setup over here that looks a lot like Pigeon Creek, and it's pretty thick, but I'm gonna get down in there as far as I can and see if the same thing doesn't hold true maybe with this that I thought would hold true with the other place. There's 3 mountains come down by a creek. So I'm gonna get down there, and like Randy said, y'all haven't met Randy, I'm gonna have to introduce you to Randy. Randy said he finds a trail, a deer trail, and he follows it until he finds a bunch of other deer trails that intersect. Maybe we can get on a deer trail and set up a stand. So, love y'all. Lord, keep me safe, keep me sober, restore me to sanity, and help me to be the best predator in these woods today, and the most successful too. I love you. Amen. Bye. Alrighty, folks. I came down that mountain from the truck down kind of a big boulder field, and then right up halfway up is another 2-track that goes out to the main road. Then I came down here to the creek bottom. Down here, I see a lot of trails. It looks like they're moving through here. And I did see one little buck rub over there, right over there, with some scrapes. So I freshened up the scrapes. It looks like a little, fresh buck rub done in the last few days, probably. Then you've got the other creek, goes up on a mountain, and I think that way's a mountain too. So I'm gonna climb up this tree and see what happens. Whew. Hi everybody. It's me again, JB, with my glasses definitely up on that hill up there. I think there's been a smaller buck, probably a yearling, coming through. There's a rub right down there and some scrapes that I found. So he's coming through here doing his thing. It's about 17 yards or so. I gotta get out my rangefinder here in a minute. So I'll probably drop down, I don't know, 200 or 300 feet in elevation. I'm in the creek bottoms now. There's water right over to my right. There's standing water. And it looks like there's a huge trail just not 20 yards from me where they're just crossing like a freaking highway or something. So, I don't know. We'll find out. If that's where they're crossing, though, I'm going to be screwed, I think, because I got real sweaty getting up here. And the wind's blowing that way a little bit now. Well, guess what, folks? I have left my rangefinder at the truck, which is about a half a mile straight uphill that way. The Lord is good. I think everything within bow shot of me that I have an opening for right now is within 20 yards. I should be fine. I should be able to hold on target and or wait till they get close if one comes in. There are actually trails everywhere. It looks really good in here. I don't know if I'll have to wait till late at night, but it does look really good in here. So anyway, no rangefinder for yours truly. Lord, help my aim to be true. Amen. That almost looks like a road down there. I don't think it is, but heck, it might be. You never know. So. But yeah, there's I haven't seen a lot of scat, a lot of poop, but what I have seen, it looks like lots of animals are moving through here. Kind of like a highway junction or something like that. So, we shall see. Mosquitoes are bad. Alright, I'll keep it tuned. Bye. You know, it's interesting to me that I can be somewhere so wild and so seemingly untouched by man. And yet, I can hear gunshots from the firing range back that way. And I can hear what I think are boat motors from Blue Mountain Lake up a few miles that way. You get out here in the wilderness, in some of these places, and you start thinking, man, I'm way out here, man. Nobody's ever been out here. And then you'll see some evidence of humans, or you'll hear some evidence of humans. looks serious. If I was a bird, I don't think I'd want to eat him. He might leave hairs in my throat. Hey everybody, I got down real quick because I kept looking over here and I thought, man, that looks like a 2-track. That looks like a bridge, but I couldn't really tell. I knew that there was standing water over here. And you wouldn't believe this. There's something over there I gotta go check out too. There's something white and black hanging up in a tree over there. I have no idea what it is. This is a 2-track. And that is a washed out low water bridge. I don't think I could get in there with Lucille. Probably not anyway. Sure is pretty though, ain't it? My goodness. So anyway, I thought I'd show that to you. I'm gonna go check out this white and black thing sticking up here. I don't know what it is. It's about 12 foot up in a tree though. That's what it was. A bucket in a tree. I have found a camp down here. Probably deer hunters. Could be bear hunters too, though. You never know. There's that. Boy, I sure can pick some good places, let me tell you. So yeah, this is definitely a 2-track down here. And I wouldn't say that it's oh, damn. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily the most wild place, but even so, there's still some sign in here, so that's good. Okay, y'all. This is gonna sound crazy, and I'm sure it is. I was just thinking about pulling my stand down and getting out of this spot and go find another spot because you can tell that that camp back there has probably been used, you know, since the beginning of season. It's been cold for several days, but, you know, anyway. But I found 2 more pretty fresh rubs. One of them I wasn't so sure how fresh it is, but this one I'm pretty sure is. And they're right in a line, right going towards where I put my tree stand up. So as crazy as this sounds, I think I'm actually going to go get back up in that tree stand because there seems to be a buck moving through here. And I don't think he's been killed yet because that looks pretty fresh. He worked this whole cedar tree over pretty good. And he's got a line going right by my tree stand. I'm probably not 100 yards from the tree stand. Matter of fact, I can see my tree stand from here. I'm gonna say that's 50 yards, maybe. So I'm gonna see if I can find one more rub or scrape. And I'm going back to my tree stand and gonna chill out. Probably close to noon right now. So, as crazy as it sounds, that's where I'm gonna set up That's where I'm gonna stay set up, brother. Bye. Okay, guys. I'm back up in my stand. I literally did think about just taking my stand back down and hoofing it out of here and finding a better spot because of that camp back there with all that humanness going on over there. I figure, well, hell, the deer have got to be blown out of here, but I showed you that last rub. There's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. The middle one looks kind of old, but this one here and the one on the end look fresh. That one looks very fresh. And what it looks like, I didn't go any farther. I dare not. It looks like to me that instead of going out on that point, that buck probably veered off to the southeast and went up that ridge a little bit. I looked over there and I thought, you know, if he's bedded up there, he can see me right now. So that buck trail is intersecting these trails going this way. So he's coming from north to south, or south to north, back. They're going from east to west, it looks like. I'm just gonna chill out here. I know it sounds crazy, but that's the best sign that I've seen all season so far. And I think I'd be foolish not to hunt it, regardless of how close it is to a cold camp. So, hi everybody, it's me again. Ooh, it is officially lunchtime. Yummy. Well, I'm not baiting for bears, but I don't know if that juice wouldn't maybe attract a bear. There's a lot of juice in there. That's very loud. Lord of mercy. Ooh. It's like a, I don't know what it's like. Well, so far, I ain't seen no deer. Sure is pretty out here though. I gotta put that somewhere. I don't know where. Ooh. Ooh. A deer would come by right now. So the old Teton 3400, so far, it's working out pretty good. I never really have too many snacks in the woods. No such thing. The leaves are really falling today. Fall is definitely here, even though it's like 80 degrees today, which is abnormal. Thought I heard something. Can you tell? Not a bad little spot. Be better if I had more deer though. That millipede is just almost every bit as long as my finger. That sucker's huge, boy. Oh boy. He's so big, he moves the leaves. Evidently that is the granddaddy of all millipedes. And he threw off a stink too when I messed with him. That was cool. So as you can tell, I am out of my tree stand and headed back. It's gonna be a long vertical hike up to the truck, I'm afeared. So, okay. I'm on the first 2-track and I came down, or I actually came up that mountain from the bottoms. Now I have to go up that mountain. So, I remember coming down this way. Oh, it's a whole lot easier when you're going down, dude. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the only thing to do is to put your shoulder to the grade and keep hiking. No, that's not photography tricks on the phone. That's how steep this hill is. Almost there, folks. I think the trail is up there about 30 yards. So, here we go. Through all the brushy stuff. In case you're wondering, would JB really have drug a deer out of there if he would have got one? The answer is yes. You only live once, folks, on this plane of existence anyway. So, you might as well push yourself a little bit while you're on this planet. Spider. Ah! I hate spider webs. I'm gonna end up with a family of spiders in my beard. Lord have mercy. All right. I think I see the trail. And it is just a trail too. Let me tell you. It is just a trail. Not much more than that, actually. Someone's been eating them acorn nuts. Looks a mite snaky. I hope it ain't, but it does look it. Oh, there's a trail. Lord almighty. And I bet you right around this corner down here is Lucille. I'm gonna say we're within 100 yards of the truck. Matter of fact, 50. What do you want to bet? I'm gonna need some water when I get to Lucille. Oh yes, child. Uh-huh now. I see it. I see the truck. Tell you what, this new backpack of mine, that Titan 3400, whew, it's holding up pretty good, y'all. So, of course, this is the first hunting trip I've had with it. But still, whew. That's what I'm talking about. A little bit of Dr. Thunder. And good old H2O. The Lord made it. I drink it. Oh, yeah. Y'all, try to remember that. Let me clean that lens. Y'all try to remember that hunting's not always about killing. I hunted for season after season after season and didn't get anything. And I'm still learning a lot about hunting. So, why do we keep doing it? Why do people like me keep coming out here in the middle of nowhere by themselves? And making a ground blind or finding a spot on a hill to hunt or whatever we do. Why do we keep doing that? It's for stuff like this right here. See that grasshopper? He just loaded up his legs to jump. Look at him. Little stuff like that, man. That's probably the only human that grasshopper's ever seen. Nobody else but me will probably ever see that grasshopper. I wouldn't have been out here to see that little weird thing if I'd been in the house this morning or today. So I come out here to clear my mind and get right, to talk to the Lord, to see shit like that. And then every so often, hopefully more often than not, although it doesn't seem to be the case with me, hopefully more often than not, you do get a deer or a turkey or a squirrel or a bear, whatever you're after. But you got to be in this stuff to kill the stuff. In the meantime, enjoy yourself. Enjoy the Almighty. Enjoy His creation. You're only on this earth, in this body, in this form, one time. After that, your relationship with the Lord determines where you're going to go. So you might as well have fun while you're here now. Even if you know the Lord and you are saved, have fun here now. Do good, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. Love y'all. On to the next spot. Bye.